Kafue National Park, Zambia's oldest and largest wildlife sanctuary. Here, more than 200 lions roam freely, alongside the nation's greatest population of cheetahs. Over 4,800 African elephants also call this park home, sharing the land with some of the most powerful predators on the continent. Before we dive into incredible wildlife encounters, let us know in the comments which African predator fascinates you most. You might see it featured soon. Stay tuned as we journey into the last Eden predators of Kafue. Across the endless Busanga Plains in northern Kafue, lions move like ancient warriors, silently tracking the great antelope herds. As darkness falls, the chilling calls of spotted hyenas ripple through the night, carrying the eerie laughter of cunning hunters. Along the rivers, cutting through the floodplains, Africa's largest Nile crocodiles wait in silence before exploding forward with terrifying speed. On the southern grasslands, African wild dogs strike with unmatched teamwork, moving with the precision of a highly trained unit. From the skies above, the lappet-faced vulture descends with a heavy landing. Its sharp beak tears through tough hide left behind by earlier hunters. Each animal, each landscape adds a vibrant layer to this living wilderness, where power and survival exist in a fragile, ever-changing balance. Deep in western Zambia, at the heart of Africa's wild soul, Kafue National Park stretches across dense Miombo woodlands and vast floodplains that seem endless to the eye. Covering an area the size of Massachusetts, it is Africa's second-largest protected reserve. Spanning more than 190 kilometers north to south and about 85 kilometers east to west, the park paints a sweeping stroke of wilderness across the continent's map. Kafue's story began in the 1920s when it was first established as the Kafue Game Reserve, named after the fastened 600-kilometer-long Kafue River, the longest river in Zambia. The next chapter unfolded in the late 1940s, when discussions began to transform the reserve into a national park. By 1950, thanks to the vision of conservationist Norman Carr, a pioneer of the walking safari, Kafue was officially declared Zambia's very first national park. This land holds more than soil and grass. It is layered with history, ancient rock formations of porphyritic granite, schist, gneiss, and Katanga limestone whisper of a time when Earth's crust was still being shaped. Low, scattered hills rise like gentle ripples across the plains, offering a quiet glimpse into the timeless stillness of the natural world. Kafue National Park is a true stronghold of biodiversity. By 2024, it shelters around 158 species of mammals, more than 515 bird species, 70 reptiles, 58 species of fish, and 36 amphibians. Its climate is sharply divided into two distinct seasons. From October to April, the rains arrive, delivering between 700 and 120 millimeters of water each year. Then, from May to September, the park enters the dry season, when the air turns cool and fresh, averaging 28 degrees C and occasionally climbing to 33 degrees C in October, the hottest month. The Busanga Plains in the northwest, Kafue's beating heart, emerge as one of the most biologically productive landscapes in all of southern Africa. Here, the Lufupa River swells with floodwaters during the rainy season and retreats as the dry months set in, shaping a mosaic of grasslands, marshes, winding channels, and shallow streams. Scattered termite mounds rise like islands above the water, becoming sanctuaries for red lechwe, puku antelope, and the predators that follow them. As floodwaters spread, aquatic grasses such as echinocloa, oryza, and hyperrhenia blanket the plains, absorbing nutrients and fueling a food chain that thrives long into the dry season. The cheetah, the fastest predator on Earth, once roamed across much of the continent. Today, fewer than 7,100 adults remain, occupying less than 10% of their historic range. Out of Africa's 54 countries, only about 25 still host wild cheetahs. In many others, they've vanished quietly, leaving an irreplaceable void in nature's balance. Zambia holds fewer than 100 individuals, limited to two areas, Leopards Plain and Kafue National Park. Of these, Kafue protects the country's largest group, around 60 mature cheetahs. Cheetahs embody millions of years of evolution. Fossils from Olduvai Gorge trace their lineage back 3 to 3.5 million years to the Pliocene epoch. Yet repeated population crashes left them with dangerously low genetic diversity, making them more vulnerable to disease, climate change, and habitat loss. Despite being known as solitary hunters, males often form small coalitions, usually brothers that work together, boosting their hunting success. In 2024, a survey by the Zambian Carnivore Program recorded 44 individuals in 18 groups across the wider Kafue region, including Busanga. On these sweeping plains, their brief but intense lives weave an essential thread in the great fabric of the ecosystem. By keeping antelope populations in check, cheetahs help safeguard the grasslands from overgrazing, ensuring that water, nutrients, and carbon continue to flow through the ecosystem. On the Busanga Plains, The most biologically productive region of Kafue National Park life never pauses. As the Lufupa River withdraws during the dry season, herds of red lechwe, puku, and impala move in to graze on the fresh grasslands. Here, the cheetah's mastery as a hunter comes to life. Beneath the golden light of sunset spilling across one of Zambia's most unique wetlands, a shadow glides silently through the tall grass. The cheetah does not roar. It does not rely on brute force. It possesses a single gift of survival speed. It creeps closer to a young antelope, each step as silent as the breeze. At just 30 meters, the cat coils like a spring and then explodes forward. In 3 seconds, it accelerates to nearly 100 kilometers per hour, faster than a sports car, and that is only the beginning. In less than a minute, the chase ends, the antelope falls, the cheetah's rapid breaths fill the silence. In the wild, hesitation means hunger, and noise risks losing everything. The cat lowers its head and eats quickly, quietly. Failure would have meant hours, perhaps a day, without food. And any sound could summon rivals' lions, slower but far too powerful to confront.